Hello students, myself Neela Imadi dealing with the science subject. Today we are going to learn first lesson for the class 3. The lesson is living and non-living things. The name of the lesson is living and non-living things. The world in which we live is very beautiful. There are many things around us is called the environment. What is the environment? There are the many things around us is called the environment. There are so many things that we observe around us, such as the sun, the moon, the stars, the planets, plants, vehicles, buildings, mountains, etc. Okay, in these examples, some are man-made things and some are natural things. Then what are man-made things and what are the natural things? For examples, vehicles, buildings, electrical gadgets, roads, etc. These are the man-made things. I will show some pictures about man-made things. Okay, look here. These are the vehicles, truck, ship, train, aeroplanes. These are all the transporters. Okay, these are the man-made things. These also the bedland, igloo, hut and building, mountains. These are also man-made things. Okay, then what are the natural things? These are the sun, the moon, the stars, the planets, the mountains. These are the natural things. Okay, I will show some pictures about that. Okay, these are the sun, the moon, the stars, planets, mountains, etc. These are all the natural things. Let us discuss what is living things and what is non-living things. Okay, the living things means things that have life in them are called the living things. For examples, plants, animals, birds, human beings. What are the human beings? Human beings means you and me, your parents, your neighbors, all are the human beings. Okay, the next one is, what are the non-living things? The non-living things means things that do not have life in them are called the non-living things. For examples, vehicles, igloo, hut, bedland. These are all the example of the non-living things. How we identify these things are living or non-living things? So let us discuss some characteristics of the living things here. The first one is the characteristics of the living things. The first one is movement, growth, reproduction, need for food, feel, and finally breathes. Okay, these are the characteristics of the living things. Let us discuss one by one. The first one is movement. What is the movement here? The living things move from one place to another in search of food, shelter, or protect themselves from the enemies. This shows the movement. This shows the movement. I will show some modes of the movement there. What are the some modes of the movement? Okay, child runs, swims, walking and jumping. Like these are the action of the movement. These are the modes of the movement. Okay, then in case the plants do not show the movement. Why? Because they do not show movement from one place to another. Okay, but in some cases, for example, the touch me not and the sunflower shows the different parts of movement. They shows the different parts of the movement. Okay, touch me not, look here. When you touch me not, when you touch the touch me not plant, it get closed turns their leaves towards the sun. The sunflower shows the leaves towards the sun. These are the actions. These are the movements. These are the movements of the plant. But the plant do not show the movement from one place to another. It shows the only actions. It shows the only actions here. Okay, the next point is living things grow. Living things grow. Living things shows the growth, the shape and size of their body also changes. What is living things grow? Living things shows growth, the shape and size of their body also changes. For example, human baby grows into an adult. Human baby grows into an adult. A baby seed grows into a plant. A baby seed grows into a plant. The third one example is a chick grows into a hen. A chick grows into a hen. But in case of non-living things, have you ever seen the toy shows the growth there? No. Why? Because the toy is the example of the non-living things. Okay, let us go to the third point. The third point is living things reproduce. What is that? Living things reproduce. Which living things produce babies of their own kind is called the reproduction. Which living things produce babies of their own kind is called the reproduction. For example, mother with her baby. Mother with her baby. Look here. Mother with her baby. The second one example is hen with its chicks. Hen with its chicks. This shows the living things reproduce. Living things reproduce. Okay, the next one characteristics of the living thing is need for food. What do you do when you are hungry? We look for food here and there to eat. Okay, the food provides us growth and energy to support our life. Food gives us growth and energy to support our life. Food is necessary for all living things. Food is necessary for the all living things. Okay, the next characteristic is living things can feel. What do you do when we touch the hot objects? We move away from the hot object. How it happens? It happens from our sense organs. What are the sense organs here? The sense organs are eyes, ears, tongue, hands and nose. These are the 5 sense organs. With these helps we feel. So all the living things can feel. In case of plant, some trees shed their leaves in autumn season and again blooms in the spring season. Okay, the sixth one is living things breathe. Living things breathe. This is the final. This one is the last characteristic of the living things. Living things can breathe. This is one of the most interesting characteristics of the living things that distinguishes from a non-living things. Okay. So, all the living things need air to breathe. All the living things need air to breathe. Okay, one example for all the students. Place a hand on your chest. Place a hand on your chest. What did you feel? Yes, we find that our chest goes up when we take in air and goes down when we expel the air. Okay, once again, place a hand on your chest. We find that our chest goes up when we take in air and goes down when we expel air. This entire process is taking in fresh air and giving out used air is called the breathing. What is the breathing? The entire process. What we did the activity? The entire process of taking in fresh air and giving out used air is called the breathing. So for example, human beings and most animals breathe through their nose and lungs. Human beings and most animals breathe through their nose and lungs. The second one examples, frogs breathe through their skin under water. Frog breathe through their skin under water. The third one example, plants breathe through their stomata. Plants breathe through their stomata. These are the characteristics of the living things. Okay. In case of non-living things, the characteristics of the living things are dissimilar to the non-living things also. They do not move. Can you ever see the plant move here and there? No, but it acts. It acts. Do not grow. Have you ever seen the toy, the playing toy? Is it grow big to the small to the big? No. Do not reproduce. Have you ever seen a toy car reproduce the small baby? No. Do not need for food and do not feed. The toy feeds. You pinch the doll. Is it feeds? No. But pinch yourself. Yes, you feel. So you are the living thing and the toy is non-living thing. Do not breathe. Living things need breathe, but non-living things do not breathe. These are the characteristics of distinguish between the living things and non-living things. Keep practicing. Thank you.